For more insight into President Xi's visit to the Czech Republic, I spoke with Jean-Pierre Lehmann. He is an expert on political economy at the International Institute for Management Development. He joined me by Skype from Lausanne, Switzerland.
I think this is very much part of Xi Jinping and the current Chinese government's perspectives of global strategies, global encounters, global negotiations, and global contacts. Among other things, vis-à-vis the European Union, Xi Jinping and the Chinese government have been very clever in building relationships with individual states rather than just depending on Brussels. And the Czech Republic has been very welcoming to Chinese trade and Chinese investment. So I think he's taking advantage of an opportunity.
And what does each side hope to gain from this visit, from this closer relationship?
Well, there's quite a number of possibilities in terms of trade and investment. The Chinese, as you know, are now investing outwards rather than so much looking for inward investments. Is to link the Czech Republic, some of its projects, into this OBOR, One Belt, One Road, the New Silk Road project that the Chinese government announced 2 years ago. And in particular, the Czechs are very keen to co-fund a major canal project that would link the three main rivers of Central Europe, Danube, Oder, and Elbe, to the One Belt, One Road project. I was in Prague recently, and I think what I was interested to see was that there was a genuine interest. There's a number of institutes looking at Chinese studies. There's some cultural dynamics. There are, of course, challenges in the sense that the whole global environment is now considerably weak. One of the reasons that the Czechs are turning towards China is that the traditional export markets in the European Union, Germany in particular, have been badly affected by the slowdown. China is also experiencing a slowdown. So managing expectations is undoubtedly going to be a challenge.
And as you mentioned, you recently traveled to Prague. Give us your overall impressions on the future of relations between these two countries.
Look, I think that, China, what impressed me about my visit to Prague and the people I spoke to, including in many different professions and various generations, etc., was I found them really quite open. There have been a number of efforts to invite the Chinese to create investments in Czechoslovakia. And there's, I think, overall a policy or strategy of the government to build a relationship with China in light of the fact that China is going to be an increasingly important player, including in Central and Eastern Europe. A country like Czech Republic, which is an industrialized country, it's a relatively rich country, it has $30,000 GDP per capita, can be a very good base for China to extend its activities.
And China's president today signed a strategic partnership with the Czech Republic. Explain to our viewers who may not be familiar with this, what does a strategic partnership mean?
It means that there's various levels of communication. So, for example, Czech Republic and China, by signing a strategic relationship, means that Czech Republic becomes a sort of at a priority level. There will be regular contact between the two capitals. There will be joint commissions on various issues, and so on. So, it's basically saying this is a top-tier relationship that we're going to be developing over the course of the next few years.